So next up, you were saying you wanted to give a shout out to a few farmers markets that are coming up, because you and I, we love a farmers market.
Yeah, 100%. So there's a couple that are actually starting this weekend. The first one is the Peninsula Farmers Market from 9 to 1 p.m. tomorrow. That's at the Saanich Fairgrounds. I'm a bit ashamed to say that I didn't know that this market existed, and evidently it's huge and it's been going on for a long time. So, I mean, I guess no matter how integrated you are in like the hospitality and food stuff here, there's always stuff you're not going to know about, right?
You know what I like? You know what I like about that one, Dallas? Because I always go to the Saanich Fair every year, which is the one at Labor Day long weekend, the big Saanich Fair, the farm fair. But it's neat to go to those grounds for something else in sort of a quieter moment, and I love the Peninsula Farmers Market for that. You get to sort of check out that area without all the hullabaloo of the big fair.
Yeah, understood. No, I'm going to check that one out. I'm excited for that. And then actually at the same time, you can combo up.
Ooh.
Because the North Saanich Farmers Market is happening from 9:30 to 12 p.m. starting tomorrow. That one I have been to before, and it's very small, but it's very farmer forward, if I can use that term. It's by Clayton and West Saanich Road, sort of by that intersection there. It's hidden. Like when you drive up, you have to know it's there, and you go in behind this little building, and it's got this little tiny. I don't know how many vendors were there when I went. I'm going to say like 15 or maybe 18 or something, but that had such a cool vibe. That was like you're a part of something that not everyone knows about. It's the vibe I got there, and so much fresh produce. So I would say to go to the Peninsula Market and the North Saanich Farmers Market. They're not too far apart from each other, but I think that would be a great combo on a Saturday morning.
I love a farmer's market. And like you said, the cookie guy you mentioned earlier, what were they called? The Sweet Hug? Was that the name of it?
The Sweet Hug. I love the name. I love his shirt. I love everything. He was so nice. If you see him, get one of his cookies. I do want to step out of the food stuff for a second.
Okay.
I just want to give a shout out to the used car center on the Old Island Highway.
Yeah.
We were looking for a used car. We wanted to get one. The level of service that they gave us, and they didn't give me anything to say this. They didn't know who I was. Unbelievable. Johannes, that owns that place, and Kevin that helped us. They're on the Old Island Highway there. If you're looking for a used car, I would implore you to go to them. Just remarkable service from them. So just a quick thing. We did that yesterday. But hopping back into the food, I got to give a shout out to Fireside Grill.
Now this, I know exactly where you're going with this because I follow your Instagram, of course. You should follow Dallas. Vic Food Guys is the Instagram account. It's kind of what started all of this. And you took some pictures 100%. Of the 7-course meal you had at the Fireside. And I'm so glad you're talking about it because I was looking at these pictures going, wow, this looks amazing. Talk about this.
Yeah, so they do this thing where it's reservation only, 7 courses. They've got a sort of a format. This is the 3rd different menu I've done at the Fireside for this. So again, you have to call ahead or go on Open Table and you can book ahead. They've got this format that they do where the first one is kind of like a pull-apart bread with a custard that comes out in like a creme brulee format. And so you start with that thing, and it's like, oh, that's a flavor bomb. That's amazing. Then they got this. The second course this time was apple and beets presented in different ways, very artistic. That plate, you look at it and it's art. You're like, how am I going to? I don't want to eat this. This looks like ridiculous.
It's there for you got to get the photo. You got the photo for your socials. Yeah.
Yeah. The camera's got to eat first. And then the next one, they had this tuna overlaid a crab salad, and it looked like it was like a tomato or something. When I looked at it, I'm like, why are they giving me a tomato? And it wasn't that at all. It was tuna over top of this crab salad. When you cut into it, you see everything. And I was like, this is wild. Then the next one they bring out is this gnocchi that they left the skin on in the gnocchi, which I thought was really cool because I don't see that too often. But then they had this whole Mexican street corn vibe going on with the flavors with the rest of that dish. And then you get a little palate cleanser. You get this beef that they bring out with this box presentation with dry ice where you get this all your senses are getting engaged with that one as the main. And then the dessert was a salad. It was a fruit salad. So just, Fireside, every menu that I have, that I've had there has just been phenomenal. The thing I liked about this too is it's very fresh, very vibrant as we come into spring and summer. It's not that heavy, rich stuff that you might get during the winter. So I really appreciated that aspect of it. But the tasting menu at Fireside, I would implore anyone, if you're looking for a good evening out, a nice evening, make a reservation and go experience that. Because they do a phenomenal job.
And you can experience it by looking at the Vic Food Guys Instagram account. Give it a follow, and you can see the whole thing there. Dallas, there we go. It's the Vic Food Guys for another week. A bunch of things to try. I love that you spread so much enthusiasm about these things you eat, and it's just a lot of love. And thanks for doing it, as always.
One quick thing, too. The Village Block Party this Sunday.
Yes.
Cook Street Village. It's going to be massive. Everyone go to that.